Chapter 1 of the first letter to the Corinthians serves as both a warm introduction and a direct challenge to the early Christian community in Corinth. Paul begins by expressing his gratitude for the spiritual gifts God has given the Corinthians, and reassures them of God's faithfulness. However, the tone quickly shifts as he addresses a significant problem: division within the church. Paul's primary concern in this chapter is disunity among believers, as some were aligning themselves with particular leaders: Paul, Apollos, Cephas, Peter, or even Christ, in a way that caused factions. Paul is clear in his rebuke: Christ is not divided, and no human leader should become the focus of a believer's loyalty. His appeal for unity highlights the foundational Christian principle that all believers are one in Christ, and that the church must not be fractured by pride or favoritism. Another key theme of the chapter is the contrast between worldly wisdom and God's wisdom. Paul explains that the message of the cross may seem foolish to the world, but to those who believe, it is the very power and wisdom of God. This paradox reveals a deep theological truth. God often works through what seems weak or foolish in human eyes to accomplish his purposes. By doing so, God ensures that no one can boast in themselves, but only in him. In conclusion, 1 Corinthians chapter 1 is both a call to humility and a reminder of the central message of the gospel, the cross of Christ. Paul urges believers to reject division, embrace unity, and recognize that true wisdom and power come not from human status or intellect, but from God alone. This chapter sets the foundation for the rest of the letter, where Paul continues to address issues troubling the Corinthian church and reorients them toward a Christ-centered life.